Here's the terrifying truth. A single modern nuclear warhead is hundreds of times stronger than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. If just one US or Russian missile hits its target, millions would die instantly. Experts estimate that if even a fraction of their nuclear arsenals were launched, the planet would face a nuclear winter, a global freeze caused by smoke and ash blocking the sun. Crops would fail. Food chains would collapse. Billions could starve. Civilization as we know it, gone. The world is holding its breath tonight. The doomsday clock, maintained by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, already sits at 90 seconds to midnight, the closest in history. And now, those 90 seconds feel even shorter. Will diplomacy prevail? Or will one mistake, one miscalculation, trigger the unthinkable? The answer could come in hours, or even minutes. For now, all we can do is watch, wait, and hope that reason wins over madness. Russia, on the other hand, has its own chilling system called perimeter, or as the West calls it, dead hand. If Russian leadership is destroyed in a first strike, this system automatically triggers a retaliatory nuclear attack, guaranteeing that no side survives. Think about that for a moment. Even if cooler heads wanted to stop a war, automation could start one. Right now, fear is spreading faster than any missile. In Eastern Europe, NATO bases are on full combat alert. Fighter jets roar overhead day and night. In Poland and the Baltics, missile defense systems are being deployed at record speed. Inside Russia, civil defense drills have begun in major cities. Sirens blare. Citizens are told to identify bomb shelters. Social media is flooded with videos of people rushing into underground bunkers. Supermarkets are empty. Gas stations are packed. Families are fleeing major cities, fearing that Moscow could be a prime target. The mood is eerily similar to the Cold War, but this time, the weapons are far deadlier. Dr. Sarah Thompson, former US nuclear advisor, warns, the risk of miscalculation is at its highest point in history. A single radar glitch, a cyber attack on early warning systems, or even human error could trigger a nuclear exchange. History proves this is no exaggeration. In 1983, Soviet officer Stanislav Petrov ignored a computer warning of a US missile attack. He believed it was a false alarm, and he was right. His decision saved the world from nuclear war. But what if that happened today, in an age of AI-driven weapons and disinformation campaigns? Would we be as lucky? The White House released a statement just hours ago. The United States does not seek war, but we will defend ourselves and our allies. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin issued his own chilling message. Any attack on Russia will lead to consequences beyond imagination. This is not a drill. Tonight, the world stands on the edge of the most dangerous moment in modern history. The United States and Russia, two nuclear superpowers, are preparing for a war that could end life as we know it. Both nations have placed their nuclear forces on high alert. Fighter jets are scrambling. Submarines are disappearing beneath the oceans. And missile silos, silent for decades, are now active. The question everyone is asking, how did we get here, and is there any way out? Stay with us as we reveal the shocking timeline of events, exclusive analysis from experts, and what could happen if these weapons are ever launched. This crisis didn't appear overnight. For months, tensions in Eastern Europe have been rising. NATO accused Russia of deploying advanced missile systems near Allied borders. Moscow denied these claims but responded with massive military drills, some involving nuclear-capable bombers and strategic missile units. Satellite images confirmed unusual movement in Russian missile bases deep in Siberia. Convoys carrying intercontinental ballistic missiles were seen heading toward launch sites. At the same time, Russian nuclear submarines vanished from their usual positions. US military intelligence believes they are now stationed under the Arctic ice, ready to strike if ordered. In response, the United States raised its nuclear forces to DEFCON 2, just one step away from full-scale war. This is a posture not seen since the Gulf War, and before that, the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. When a nation goes on high nuclear alert, everything changes. Command bunkers are staffed 24/7. Strategic bombers armed and ready for launch. Submarines carrying nuclear missiles move to undisclosed positions. And the infamous nuclear football, the briefcase that allows the US president to launch an attack, is always within reach.